Hey guys, Manitove here with you again. Today what we're doing is an after-action review of Siege. Just a forewarning, I did go 8-2 in this Siege, and one of them was a complete blunder on my part. And also one of the recordings, you'll see what happens if you go take too long to kill a defense using ComToUs recording method. So we'll go ahead and hop on in and take a look. Now, the first match is going to be a Sierra, Iris, and Rauk on defense. So I took in Leo, Vanessa, and the Water Demon. The reason I took this particular comp is no matter which way they had it speed tuned, with either Rauk or Sierra going first, if they killed one of the units, it would come back with attack buff, and I'd be able to kill the opposing side one way or another. As you see, I was able to eliminate the Rauk pretty easily, so I don't have to worry about the team up, thus the turn cycling for Sierra's bomb, or the potential AoE stuns with Iris. The defense is not bad. I don't dislike it. I've actually had some issues with very similar defenses over time, especially with the Lauren variant instead of the Iris. But as you see, this one was pretty clean cut and dry. Didn't have too much to worry about. At this point, I just got to cycle through my skills to take out the Iris. I actually do take on a Rauk, Lauren, and Sierra comp later on in the video, and it doesn't bode too well for me because I made a mistake in my comp when I picked it, and I'll explain when we get to that part. This is why I like the Water Demon though. Even though it's dead, it's not out of the fight. Fun unit. Ended up taking a small break, came back to the same defense. It was placed on one of our interior towers. So this is just another comp on how to take out this particular defense. Jolton reflects damage based off of his HP, so mine is on an HP build. Also, obviously 2-aid. I was hoping the Sierra would bomb and kill the Water Fairy King, but missed the bomb, so it procced twice, still killed it, so yeah, it all worked. Every time the Sierra AoEs, there's the possibility of critting, meaning it's going to take damage from Jolton. And my Jolton has about 55k HP, so it's going to soak up 2 or maybe even 3 of those bombs. This one is a Fran, Chow, and Marsha on defense. So I just decided I was going to snipe it out. The risky part about this decision was taking in the water sniper and without having something specifically dedicated to taking the Chow damage. Had he done that on my water sniper, we might be talking about a loss here. But it went after my Bastet. So after that, everything was good. Unfortunately, it killed my Jamire before I got the reset off, so I had to do this the long way. Normally what I would have done was reset everything and then sniped out the Fran, because 2 water units versus a fire unit, pretty much going to take that 95% of the time. Once again, for those of you that haven't seen my other videos, absolutely love Covenant. The Water Sniper, it's a great unit. I have 2 of them 6-starred and fully skilled and ruined, ready to go, because it's a great unit. And as you saw, and you will see here in a second, 50k ignore defense is nothing to scoff at. Makes quick work of some units. This next round is one that I made a mistake on. Do not take Theo and Triana together because it doesn't work. On paper in my head, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. He'll proc the passive. Well, Elemental King procs before Triana's passive. And then, yeah, GG, game over. Dumb mistake on my part to a pretty meta comp on defense. I take on the same one right afterwards and just decide, you know what, I'm not going to play any games. I'll just reset the Odin, bomb it out, and call it a day. So this is the last comp that you saw me try to run with it was Triana is the core there and a water unit to take the initial hit from the Odin. After that, it takes time for that particular defense to reload, so it gives you some time. That's why I take Tessarion. Normally, I would take my Water Fairy King, or if I have my Leica available, I'll take Triana, Leica, and a water unit, like the Water Fairy King, just to tank that one hit and then snipe through and try to kill the Odin. There's a lot of different ways to take on this particular defense. As you just saw, that first attempt was the dumb way to do it, so don't repeat what you saw there. I made two blunders this Guild Wars. It wasn't overly hard for most of these defenses. The compliments to the defenses, these two guilds that we're going against right now are pretty I've got some pretty good comps and all that stuff. Good runes, very shiny. Once you've played against the meta for so long, you kind of figure out what you need to do to beat the defense. Doesn't matter. This Jean Chandra Leica defense, Jean Chandra X. It could be another beast monk on the side. Really, all you have to do is eliminate one threat, which is the CC, and then after the CC's gone, there is no defense break, there is no attack break, so you just get to work through your motions. And that's why I brought this comp, my Veligul, Lauren, and Tyrannies. Defense buff, Tyrannies has self-sustain, Lauren has defense break and attack bar manipulation. Veligul has immunity and attack bar boost, and mine is crit damage build, so it is reliable for its damage. So, not much of a threat posed on the defensive side when you bring the complementary offensive unit to handle it. And you see this person takes pride in their Leica, which I respect because I do have two Leica 6-starred. Was one of my favorite units for the longest time. Still love the unit. It's not as relevant as it used to be because of the nerf when they removed the stun off the revenge on the passive, but still love the unit and is gaining more meta relevance with the newest buff with the vampire built in on skill 3. Alright, this defense, wasn't too sure what to think of it, and Bastet derps, which makes it even easier because had Lauren defense broken something, and maybe the monkey was on a rage build. I don't know what the plan was. Never got to see it come to fruition. Honestly, all due respect to the person that built this defense, it's Lucian food. It could have been easily Lucianed. Unfortunately for me, I don't think that way when I go into Siege. I don't rely on the Lucian comps or the Copper Bulldozer all that often. I like to play with the big toys that I got, the 5 stars or the rare 4 stars that most people won't have. But this defense, you could Wind Brownie Magician, Lucian, and Taeon or Konamiya, and it'd be over. So I'm very free to play friendly to beat this defense. Throw a fire unit on there and make it more Nemesis. This is the one that I made the super big clerical error in my head, apparently. I really want this Dark Gargoyle to work. I've seen it work. I know how it works. I just did not play it right at all. I was hoping that my Okeanos would be able to provide some stuns and I would be able to sneak in a turn because my Dark Gargoyle is relatively slow off the initial build. I brought a Ladriel just in case what happened. But then Shira got a few procs, Lauren gets a few procs, and everything goes GG pretty quick. just gave up. But you will see more Dark Gargoyle videos, I promise you. Tiana Galleon Zyros. This is something that you use to beat a fighter player with. That's why I brought Garo and Laika and Camila. Not one of these units going to get one shot by a Zyros Fiery Breath, even though this one happened to derp. This is a super safe counter. I put Garo as the lead just for the speed buff to my Laika, and my Camilla has been changed over. It's more of a tank Milla rather than a crit Milla. Mine is on speed, defense, HP now, just to absorb more damage. I'm going for that solo capability. Longer fight on Vio Destroy. Now, with this one, made the choice to go with Fran, Rauk, and Rena. And it goes on absorbently long. Tyrannies gets lots of procs, Annabelle gets a lot of procs. I get a few procs. It's a proc frenzy. But eventually, towards the end, you can see I'm wearing down the Tyrannies. I kill the Tyrannies, and then I'm able to work my way down from killing the Tyrannies. As you can see, the video just ends at that point. But the Tyrannies dies, then I kill the Annabelle, then I kill the Leo, and that's the end of the video. If you guys saw anything you liked, go ahead and leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.